everyone, welcome back to my channel for another unboxing and review. Today it's the special edition of Boba Fett, the Repaint armor, and his throne from Star Wars The Mandalorian. So first, as usual, let's talk about the box. As you can see, this is a really big box. It's tall, it's large, and it's also thick, but in terms of design, it's your usual Star Wars collectible box, which means you have the promotional picture of a figure there, the Star Wars logo, and the colored strip. For the Mandalorian figures, you have an orange brownish colored strip with an additional picture of a figure there and there. And since it's a special edition figure, you have the special edition sticker. If you got your figure from the Asian market, you will have the Hot Toys special edition sticker. And if you got your figure from Sideshow Collectibles, you'll have the Sideshow exclusive sticker. Then when you remove the first part of the box, you have a beautiful promotional picture. You can even see Fennec Shen there. By the way, I can't wait to get that figure too. So let's open this and talk about the accessories. Obviously, since this is not a 2-pack, there are not as many accessories as the previous Boba Fett figure from The Mandalorian. Though this time we have one huge accessories, it's Boba's throne, and that's definitely worth the price. First, let's take a look at that. This is a big piece, and it's actually quite heavy. It takes a lot of space. I'm not using an IKEA D12 for my collection. I'm using a Paros 2 from Conforama. It's a larger glass case, and even with this one, the front takes a lot of space. So if you want it, make sure that you have enough space for it. As usual from Hot Toys, it's been carefully crafted and accurately painted. The Rancor's heads have a nice metallic feel. I really love this accessory. Look how cool this is. Even if you got the version with a throne, they include the display base from the basic version. It's the typical Star Wars interior base, a simple but nice one. It can always be useful to have one of these. Then there are 6 hands. It's the same hands that came with the previous Boba Fett figures. There are 2 fist hands, 2 open hands, one hand to hold the blasters, and one hand has, I like to call it, the cowboy hand. In terms of weapons, he has his blaster pistol. It's the same that you get in the 2-pack. Plus, he has his iconic EE3 carbine rifle. It uses some black and silver, plus a wood paint for the cross. He also has one fiber cord whip and a flamethrower effect. Both can be attached to his gauntlets. The jetpack comes with the removable rocket. It's the Repaint version, so it's mostly green with a little bit of yellow and red. As usual, it works with a magnet. However, this time there are no thruster effects. Finally, since it's the special edition, you have additional accessories. You get an hologram of Boba's ship and an hologram of the Razor Crest. You can attach this little piece to Boba's gauntlet to display both holograms, one at a time. This works exactly just like the Jango Fett hologram from the 2-pack. So now let's take a look at the figure. This Repaint armor is not just a repaint, there are some changes to the 2-pack armor. First of all, it is all black now. Around the armor there's no longer a white undersuit, it's black like the rest of his outfit. I think this color just suits him better and works better with the green of his armor. It gives him a more impressive presence. Now he also has both knee armors, not just one, and the belt is different. So let's take a closer look at this updated armor. The knee armors have a bright yellow paint, it's a nice contrast with the black of his outfit, and the boots are once again 2 separate pieces, which means you have feet articulation. It's always better for poses, especially when the figure has a fabric outfit with almost no pleather. Speaking of pleather, you have some on the belt and on the holster. This time he has 2 different types of pockets and a nice frame. Just like last time, the holster works with a magnet, so it's easy to install and remove the blaster pistol. As for the Repaint armor, I love what they did there. You can tell Boba has simply repainted his damaged armor without fixing it. First, there are some dents and scratches, but most importantly there is an added texture that you can clearly see, and it gives you this feel of something that has been repainted. He hadn't got time to properly fix it yet. The same paint technique has been applied to the helmet. As usual, the antenna can move. As for the helmet articulation, it can look down, look up, and look on each side. The beauty with Hot Toys is that it's all about the details, and the interior of the helmet is fully sculpted. I love that. As for the rest of the figure, the arms can move like this, like this. The cables there are not a problem for articulation, so you don't have to worry about this. The legs can move like this, and the feet can also move. As for the Headsculpt, it was made by Yuli Choi and painted by GC Hong. It is exactly the same sculpt from the 2-pack except for the eyes. In the 2-pack it looked on the side, here it looks straight ahead. I will say it again, but this is a fantastic Headsculpt. It's simply spot on, that's Tamara Morrison right there. And I love how they painted the scars, it's so lifelike. Since the head and the neck are just one piece, it looks better, but the articulation range is limited. It can look down, but it can't really look up because of the armor on this back, but it can look on each side. Here's the 2 Boba Fett figures next to each other, and I think you can clearly tell this is not simply a repaint armor, but this is an updated look with some changes like I've talked about earlier in my video. So now let's see some poses. The Boba Fett Repaint armor is an amazing figure. It looks so badass, and once again we get a fantastic head sculpt from Hot Toys, plus he comes with his throne. I think it doesn't get any better than this. This is a perfect set. However, if you don't have the space for that throne, you can still get the basic version. Though the basic one doesn't come with the head sculpt. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye!